Hello, friends. I'm happy to be back on Deep Talk after a long time, and I have a very special guest, Dr. C. N. Ashwathnarayan, sir, who is the current Minister of Science and Technology, Higher Education and IT, PT of Karnataka Govt, who is with me. He's also the first politician who I'm interviewing on my Deep Talk. And I'm interviewing him not to discuss politics, but because he's an inspiration. His journey is not that of a typical politician, and his viewpoints and vision, the way he thinks about IT and technology in particular, it's not what you expect a typical politician to be like. So it's a big pleasure, Dr. CN Ashwathnarayan, sir. Thank you so much for coming on Deep Talk and inspiring my viewers.
Chetan, it's a great opportunity to be part of this conversation.
Were you born into a big political powerful family or a rich family, or what kind of a house was it? What did your dad do? What kind of a student you were in school? Were you quiet, introvert, extrovert? What were you like?
I was born into a family of a government officer. My family is not a political family, but I had an aspiration to get into this.
Yeah, but when you grew and as you got a little older, you did join medical school. Like you became a doctor, even though you are saying you had an interest in organizing things and doing something big. But was that like due to some your own interest, or was it the typical Indian middle class pressure that you have to become a doctor or engineer? What was that?
No, basically, somehow when I saw many of these political parties coming and campaigning in our localities or in our streets, somehow I got connected. It was something interesting and attractive, coming and asking for votes and seeking the votes. All these things are somehow I loved it doing that. Gradually, somehow I started, liking that, getting into politics. We need to be a leader. We need to contest for election. That was so more of a glamour. It was more of a glamour. It was attracting more and more. So I thought in one day I need to become a politician. I need to represent. I need to be a people's representative. That became an aspiration for me.
Tell me about the election, and when you lost that election, how did you feel as a human being? Because this is your dream. You're saying since childhood you've been wanting to become a politician. You get a ticket. Tell me how you got the ticket, and then you lost it, and then how you felt and how you brought yourself back in the game.
So I was given ticket just 20 days before the election. I secured the highest votes, but I lost by 9,000 votes. I got more than 55,000, 50,000, more than 50,000 votes I was able to secure. And I came close by. Somehow it went wrong and I didn't stop there.
You lost. Next day, preparation for next election begins. How do you, like, it's really in the head, right? What's your mindset that you use to bounce back from failures so fast?
Chetan, I was able to reconcile to the reality immediately after losing the election the same day. I took all my friends or my supporters, my party workers along with me. We went and had, immediately after the result, I took them along with me. We went and had lunch together. I thanked them, congratulated them, and I told thanks. We'll start from tomorrow. And we need to accept whatever. See, ultimately we work to win the election. But when you lose, also you should have that sportsmanship to accept the result and accept the verdict of the people. So in this direction, I was very positive, very happy. But in the night, I went and wept.
Really?
Yes.
By yourself? By alone?
Yeah, no, along with wife.
Okay, how sweet.
She but become okay. Emotional.
So
she
when you lost,
emotional, then I had to respond to that. Even I became emotional. Then the next day, I was back to normal. I just went to the field. I wanted to assure the people who had voted for me that you can look up to me. I am with you. We'll work together and we'll take it forward. And in the 2008, I contested from the same constituency, same opponent, and I contested from my party.
And that time you won big, right?
That time I won by what margin I had lost the election. From the same margin, I won the election in the upcoming election in the year 2008. That was a great message, and again, it shook many of the people that, how we came back there.
How does a person, a young Indian, view himself or herself as an Indian? Is being Indian about all our rituals, festivals, traditions, food, everything else? Or is being Indian about progressiveness, innovation, or can we have a mixture of the two? And how do you see that?
Particularly, Chetan, you know very well, the kind of diversity what we see in our country or our state, our places is immense. For every 40 kilometers, there's a lot of diversity. So we need to connect with each other. Probably the technology will connect us so strong, particularly in the context of even India or our state. We have a lot of, even in our state, if you look at the diversity, it's a huge diversity is there. Just like India, what we can see in Karnataka.
Yes, yes.
So technology will bring us closer. See, whatever might be the challenges in communicating or connecting with each other, the technology has made us comfortable to connect with each other. And whatever the good things have been done, the technology is coming to our rescue and help to simplify and connect us to the entire world. For the matter of talent, or matter of administration, or simplification, or the data analysis, whatever has been taken up, the analysis is taking us and simplifying and making things so easy. If it is making us not only life easy, the solution, and it is making everything cost effective. Cost effective, it has become cost effective, and we are getting the best of the best solution for nothing. And that is the kind of talent we are having, and we are, as Indians, we are known for the gray matter also. That is our asset, which we need to leverage.
Usually the government and private sector are always at odds with each other, they're like a conflict. But you have managed to make groups, vision groups, literally, and they are doing things together for improving the state, improving the sector. Let's talk about that.
Yep. Luckily, in the state of Karnataka, Chetan, irrespective of governments, let me be very frank with regard to this aspect. Irrespective of the government changing, the industry never used to be affected. That comfort level of the industry is to be really great. And they were very closely working with the government. The government is to definitely respond to whatever suggestion was given by the industry. We were very friendly and we were very accommodative, and we facilitated, respected them, gave all kind of encouragement. We are in the terms of all the policies, we gave a lot of encouragement. Their voice was very much heard in our government and the chairmen of the vision group. So we thought, since we will not be having that kind of domain expertise, so when it comes to the happening in the technology, it is not so easy to understand whatever is the challenges being faced by the industry, keeping in mind the Silicon Valley of the US or the California, how things have been progressing. We need to catch up with that. So catching up and providing services also was a big Herculean task. So in this direction, Vision Group came as a real solution, and we constituted, and they were a part of the government. Their advice was very well taken.
You're in politics, and politics is about people. What have you learned about people after, if you were to give your wisdom about human beings, because your whole career is about dealing with human beings? What have you learned about people and Indians in the last 2-3 decades of being in politics?
Our people have been the kindest people. They have been able to bear with the system, though they've faced many challenges. Many good things has happened in our society. Many good things has happened. Many progress has happened. But if you compare with other countries, other people, many other society, their aspiration has been much more with regard to the improvisation in the quality of life. But looking at all those things, even though we are not able to get it, people are able to bear with that. They've been still very kind enough, good enough, not trying to take law into the hand just because they've been denied something what they wanted in their life, which is, since if it is denied, no, if I'm not being denied, let me get it, let me snatch it. That kind of attitude is not there among our people. If you compare many other countries, people tend to snatch it. When it is not given, they tend to snatch it. This is my right. I need to get it. What way I should be denied? All these thoughts will come, but it is not there. It has been a very tolerant society, very progressive, very friendly, And this is the greatest quality what I've seen in our people, that I keep telling all the time. This is the greatest quality, but no more. They can have, probably before the time is late, before the time is late, all of us need to understand and be more caring for the people and for their concern. We need to work for more and more for their concern instead of our concern. We need to look at their concern. We are coming here to address that concern. Probably we need to work very strongly before the time runs out, and we need to bring in the changes, which is people centric. It needs to be people centric.
Sir, it's really good that people like you joined politics and worked so hard on it. And a lot of people don't know this. We always think like, okay, this politicians like this or this controversial statement, and that's Indian politics. That is not Indian politics, guys. As sir said, there's a small percentage of people who get a lot of attention for the negative stuff, but there's a lot of people doing positive stuff. And if you watch this video, you support them, it's only going to be more of this stuff will happen. So thank you once again. Any last thoughts? What did you think about this interview? It's different. Like I told you, I'm not a journalist. This is not an interview. It's just a discussion. So yeah, before we wrap up, any last thoughts, last word to you, sir?
Our country and our state, I feel it's a promising land and promising place. So what I would like to tell my young friends is there's a lot of opportunity and we are not second to none. Only thing is we need to work in this direction as in a team, and we need to give back to the society, and we need to be part of the society. Whatever challenges society faces is our challenges also and our problems. So India is a land of opportunity. We can look for a great future. I am very confident it is a matter of time. This will be the #1 country, the most developed country, the most progressive country, and most inclusive and equitable and diverse country, known for its tolerance, culture, and Vasudhaiva Kutumbam in the true spirit. I'm telling you, sir, in the true spirit, to keep up the tradition and the culture of the country should be known, and it should be a model for the entire world, how we can live together in a globalized world. We are talking about in a globalized world. In this globalized world, we need to have the greatest human qualities. That should be India. Not only economically, we need to know what is life, what is meaningful life, along with the economic service. This is something which we need to work towards that.
Thank you, sir. On that positive note, we are all inspired to work on ourselves and our nation. Thank you so much for coming to Deep Talk. Take care.